Era. Hi, I'm violinist Regina Carter, and welcome to the Erze Music Garden.
Hello, Regina. Welcome to Poland. Welcome to Jazzu, to our project. And we just invited you because you just present different kind of music which you played in the past. What is the project which you play tonight?
Tonight is music from my current CD entitled Reverse Thread, and it's all music from the continent of Africa, or music that has been influenced by the music and the rhythms and the melodies of the continent. And it's a mixture of folk music and some more popular oriented music.
This is some kind of the fashion of the African music and the folk music and ethnic music into jazz, because lots of the musicians just want to touch a little bit of the ethnic music and become it to the jazz music. It was also your idea, because your genre is mostly the classical artist. You are become to the jazz musician, and right now you're the jazz and ethnic and folk musician.
Right. Well, I've always been interested in music from around the world. Growing up in Detroit, Michigan, there was always a huge different populations of ethnic groups that lived there. We had the largest Chaldean, which are Christian Arabs. We had a huge population of Greeks, Polish, people coming there because of the automotive industry. So I was exposed to these different types of music at an early age, and I was always intrigued because it was different music than the classical European music. And I would hear a little bit and I always want to record a record this way, but none of the major labels said yes. So when I got the MacArthur money, I decided to make this record myself and to distribute it.
You're the classical artist, you're the classical violinist, but let me see, because I read about this special kind of the school which you're testing just to listen to classical music and play violin. It was called the Suzuki School and something like that. Just explain, what's happened?
It's a method, actually, that's taught all around the world called the Suzuki method. It's a Japanese method where you teach very young children to play by ear, because children can always repeat back what they hear, and that's how we learn languages. So it's the same way we learn to speak a language, the same way they teach music. A lot of ear training. So for me, any things that I hear, I repeat back pretty fast. But because I was taking it for classical music, I was taking home records every week of European classical music. So it wasn't until I got older that I was exposed to music outside of that genre of music.
But that is not read the notes and something like that, just on the hearing?
In the beginning, yes, just only by ear. You learn rhythms first, to clap the rhythm, and you learn your open strings to play rhythms, and you put fun words to the rhythms that children say. Maybe they'll say, instead of saying one E and a two and, we say Mississippi hot dog. So you remember that word, and when you see the music finally, it's easy to count. And when you can hear it, you can play. I think Suzuki's great also because when you play music like jazz or other improvised music, your ear is already very developed. We're not afraid to step off of the page.
Yeah. So then, why you become to the jazz artist? How you find the jazz?
In high school, one of my best friends, who's a great jazz vocalist, Carla Cook, she brought to me three records of violinists: Noel Pointer, Jean-Luc Ponty, and Stefan Grappelli. So that was my introduction to jazz, and the first time I heard violin played outside of the European classical way of playing. And I was very much attracted to this language, to this music. And then I started to learn more and more about the music and learn more about other jazz artists and other jazz violinists. And I had, in fact, an opportunity to perform with a violinist from here, Michałem Urbaniakiem, in New York. We did a tribute concert back in the 90s. So.
Yeah, so because the violin is a very popular instrument in Poland, every family just, I hope, this played, and someone that played this instrument. But let me see, how far is from the classical music and the jazz music to the album which you just make and the concert which you play tonight?
The languages, I think of all music from every place as a language. So it's a completely different language, so I'm not speaking the whole language, if you will. I'm just presenting a little bit of it. So for me, I don't think it's so different. When you look at people, we have so much in common. We might look different, but really on the inside we're different. So for me, it's the same with the music. You find similarities in all music across the planet.
So thank you very much, and welcome to Poland again. And I hope that we'll meet next time. Regina, so you are so great, especially that you are trip from the New York, especially for the concert in Warsaw. You are not looks tired. You are a very pretty woman. So that thank you very much for coming here and be with us with our Jazzu. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.